Christine Yeagley, and I really just want to make yoga as accessible and as meaningful to as many people possible. So here's my little offering and a little bit of core workout, and we'll try to just keep it fun and lighthearted. Know that if anything feels painful, just move out of the pose, find a modification. Listen to your body. You know your body better than anybody else does. So let's get started. We're going to start off with Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. So let's say you just finished a run, or maybe this is your 10-minute break at your office on a lunch break and you're doing this literally in your office floor. If that's the case, don't worry about going to the deepest stretch, right? So maybe right here, I move my feet actually further away, just so that I have a little bit of stretch, which is super good for my body, but it's not painful, it's not intense, I'm not dying, right? So take a couple rounds of breath. Just big breath in and a big breath out. Big breath in and a big breath out. Maybe as you start to settle into the practice, you even play with just folding over. It's not about reaching the floor. We're just letting things open up, let gravity do all of the work for us. Shake out the head very gently, just like you're saying no, and just get the tension out of the neck, out of the face. Maybe you start to notice that the body and the mind are already starting to settle. A couple more rounds of breath. And then on the next breath in, roll it up, nice and slow. Nice, bring the knees together. You can straighten them, maybe you pat them out, massage them out, whatever feels good. So we'll go ahead and get started. From here, come to your mat, and we're going to start off in Navasana, or boat pose. So if it's your first time doing it, just take a moment and make sure that you feel settled on the mat, right? So our feet are on the mat, and the hardest part, I really, really believe this is the hardest part, is getting to start sitting up straight, right? So what I have noticed over time is that if I start out with my feet at hips width apart, so what does that look like? Feet hips width apart. Versus together, that maybe my hips can open up a little bit so I can get that point of feeling nice and tall. Now, if this right here is already really intense, just the lifting action of lifting all the way from the bottom of the tailbone all the way up to the sky, your core is working. If you feel work, it is working. So if that's the case, just stand here or sit here nice and tall. It's working, right? Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, what we're going to do is we're going to start kind of leaning back. You can think about a 45-degree angle. And maybe, once again, just by leaning back, you're already starting to feel the work. And you can keep the hands on the ground. That totally works. If you feel work, your body is working. And that's where your edge is. So just take a few rounds of breath, always focusing on bringing the chest up, lifting up from the core. And then maybe for those who would like to go a little deeper, you bring the shins up, maybe an arm or two up. Find what works for you. 3 rounds of breath. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. Big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. Bring it down. So I call this lazy happy baby pose because we don't even get onto our back. So the feet go wide and you just let the upper body just kind of hang out over the legs, and that kind of just releases everything. So let's take a few rounds of breath here, shake out the head, regroup, and then let's find Navasana again. So each time you come to this, maybe you notice that your edge changes. Maybe as your body builds up that muscle memory and it starts to build stamina, you can go a little bit deeper. So let's do 3 rounds of breath. Big breath in, big breath out, big breath in, and out. One more, grow really tall, breath in, and exhale your lazy happy baby and shake out the head. Nice work. One more. We'll add one more element to this. So find Navasana. This time, everyone's going to keep their hands down on the floor. So I find that it works best if my thumbs are facing my hips, right? So my hands are completely turned behind me. I think that's too much stress on the elbows and the shoulders. So the fingertips are like right off of the mat. From here, find your Navasana and play with bringing the feet up. So now if you can't get the shins up, but you can get the toes, it still works, right? Like our toes are on the ground and we're still balancing. Now, we play with bringing the legs out. Only go as far as you go. So if like bringing it out an inch makes it go really wobbly, it's work. Leave it there. Maybe you go straight and then bring it in. Bring it out straight. We're sliding it on the ground. And then bring it in. One more. Straight. Exhale, bring it in. Grow tall, find Navasana. One more breath. And exhale. Happy baby, shake out the head. Beautiful work. From here, bring the feet down into easy sitting pose. So maybe that's crisscross applesauce for those who have children and know that. So just take a moment. Relax through the shoulders, relax the face. Bring in the hands to heart center. Bow the head as a gesture of gratitude. Thank you for sharing your yoga practice with me. May you go in peace throughout your day. Namaste.